Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and this is What If Naruto Was in Uchiha Part 8. It's been 2 weeks, or maybe 3, since I've uploaded Part 7. Anyways, there will be no recap. If you guys wanna know what happened last part, or if you need a reminder, you should just go watch the last What If. And anyways, we will start from when Jiraiya actually comes to Naruto and tells him that they will be needing a 5th Hokage because Hiruzen has asked him to become the 5th Hokage, but he has declined. And Naruto's like, why would you decline? Being the Hokage is amazing. And Jiraiya's like, I'm not fit for the Hokage spot, and I believe there's someone more worthy than me. And Naruto's like, oh, then it's alright, let's go. And Naruto accepted straight away. So yeah, anywho, now while that was happening, in the village, of course, they did get attacked by Itachi. Well, not attacked. Itachi and Kisame did come, and they were the ones getting attacked by the Jonin. But in the end, they won, and then they escaped because of Might Guy, because Might Guy could take both of them on. Not gonna lie, if he went AK, but that will destroy the whole entire village, because you remember what happened with Night Guy anyway. So, of course, Jiraiya comes to find out about this, and he realizes that Kakashi has been put under a genjutsu that is uncurable. He's like in a coma, and yeah, so the only person who can cure it is technically Tsunade. Anywho, they leave the next day, and of course Naruto is has already learned the Rasengan and Flying Raijin. So Jiraiya actually explains to Naruto that this is an unfinished jutsu, and that he should learn how to anyway, he tells him about the Rasengan is an unfinished jutsu, and he tells him that he has to learn how to change his chakra he has to learn changing chakra and chakra transformation. Anyway, Naruto starts doing that. So of course Jiraiya would have the chakra nature paper, the one that you have to find out what chakra nature you have. Even though Naruto already knows he has 3, he wants to know which one the paper will tell him it's his primary one, so then he can use that. He wants to learn he wants to first use his primary chakra he wants to, how do I say this? He wants to, sorry, I had to rewrite the script there. He wants to learn how to do his main chakra transformation first, because he thinks that if he does a different one from the one that he has originally, it'll be disrespectful to his chakra nature. Anyway, so he finds out that his primary one is wind, and he decides to learn how to transform wind, even though he already knows kind of, because he has a few wind techniques. He knows how to use the wind gale palm, so he can actually already add wind nature to the Rasengan, which makes the wind Rasengan, which is way stronger. That was bad. Way stronger than the normal Rasengan, but it's not complete because he doesn't know how to transform his chakra, and he's gonna try to learn that for the next few days. So of course Naruto takes a few tries on learning the chakra transformation, and he hasn't mastered it yet. And he's in his hotel room, just resting this time, not training, because if he, whenever he does the the wind style Rasengan, he kind of messes up the battleground, and if he explodes, it will destroy the hotel. So he's just resting and thinking of a way to do it, and he meditates. He kind of meditates, and to increase his chakra control, so it'll be easier for him to transform chakra, because chakra transformation needs a ton of chakra control anyway. And just saying, he hasn't been using the Shadow Clone secret, because he doesn't know it yet. He will find out soon. Anywho, Naruto then hears a knock on his door, and he's already on guard because a ninja cannot expect doesn't know what to expect. So what he does is that he throws a kunai up on the ceiling right in front of the door, and one at the back of the room. So as soon as he opens the door, he sees two Akatsuki members. Well, because he's been told about the Akatsuki wearing black robes with red clouds on it, and what he does is he teleports back, and he's like, "What do you want from me?" And of course, Kisame speaks up, says, "Naruto Uzumaki, the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, you're coming with us." And Naruto's like, "Me with you guys? Why should I do that?" And then Kisame's like, "Either you come or die." And of course he doesn't mean that, because he can't kill the Jinchuriki. Naruto's like, is it now? What if I don't want to go, huh? What are you gonna do then? And Kisame is like, "Oh really, you don't want to come?" And he gets his sword out, Samahara, and of course Naruto is kinda worried now, because he doesn't think he can go up against an Akatsuki member yet. He's not sure about it. Anywho, then Kisame was about to attack Naruto, but of course Naruto teleports on the ceiling, so he dodges it, and Kisame is like, "You little brat," and blitzes Naruto and punches him in the gut, and Naruto falls to the ground. But then basically what happens is that Naruto turns into fire. Remember his wait, yeah, no, did I give him that? No, sorry, I gave him the crow one as well. I was getting confused with the BG wife. I wrote it wrong. Sorry guys, I'll have to make sure to not do that again. Anyway, Naruto turns into crows, just like Itachi, and Itachi is kind of confused, but then remembers that him and Shisui knew, and Shisui is his brother, because he knows that Naruto is Shisui's brother. Anywho, then Naruto's like, "What do you what do you want from me?" And just saying, Naruto actually rematerialized behind Itachi, and Itachi's like, "Impressive, Naruto Uzumaki." And Naruto's like, "Just tell me, what do you want?" And then basically Itachi starts walking towards Naruto, and he says, "Just come with us, Naruto. There's no need to worry." And then this is when Sasuke arrives and says, "Itachi, I'm going to kill you." And basically, does the Chidori with the and he actually does a fireball jutsu as well. So he absorbs the fireball with the Chidori, and Itachi's kinda impressed, but then at the same time he's like, "You're still not strong enough, Sasuke," and basically strangles him and puts him under a genjutsu. And this is when Naruto's like, "No," and basically tries to kick Itachi, but Kisame blocks it with his Samahara. And then Sasuke is like, Jiraiya breaks in, saying, "What's happening here?" And he does the toad mouth jutsu, that I'm pretty sure it was genjutsu. No, it wasn't genjutsu, it was an actual jutsu. And Itachi lets go of Sasuke, and he uses the Amaterasu to break out of here, and they retreat because they don't believe they can actually beat Jiraiya. Well, I'm pretty sure he could. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he could, unless he goes Sage mode. Oh, it's a debate. Anyway, so now Naruto picks up Sasuke and asks and tries to wake him up, and then Jiraiya's like, "It's futile, Naruto. There's no point. You've seen Kakashi, right? He's been put under the same genjutsu, and he's not waking up. He's in a coma. We have to find Tsunade, and quickly, or they're never gonna wake up." And Naruto is getting real serious now, and he's like, "I put my training on hold. Let's do this." And then Guy arrives and says, "Oh, Naruto, what happened to Sasuke?" And basically Naruto explains, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I should have came earlier." And then Naruto's like, "It's fine, just take him back to the village while we find Tsunade." And Lady Tsunade, he calls her Lady Tsunade because he's respectful here. Anyway, then Guy leaves saying good luck, and then at night basically Naruto and Jiraiya are going to a bar, a little tavern, to get some food, and this is when they hear a woman shouting, saying like, "I'll win next time." And just saying, they have been hearing about Tsunade, the legendary loser, not the legendary Sanin. And Naruto's like, don't tell me that's her. And Jiraiya's like, that's exactly her. She always screams when she's drunk. And Naruto's like, and you want her to become Hokage. Qualified, right? And so Jiraiya kind of chuckles and says, whatever, Naruto, you don't understand. And Naruto's like, yeah, sure. They order their food and they actually sit in front of them. And Tsunade's like, Jiraiya, what do you want from me? Why are you here? And Jiraiya explains that, hey, Tsunade, why are you what are you doing? And he explains that Hiruzen is searching for a 5th Hokage candidate, and she's the best candidate right now. And then Tsunade is like, why should I become the Hokage? The old man's been the Hokage for so long. Or is he getting bored of it? And Naruto kind of got pissed at that, saying that the 3rd Hokage did his best. In fact, Orochimaru attacked us and he still protected the village. I'm pretty sure he's still stronger than you. And Tsunade's like, then why do you want me as a Hokage? And then Jiraiya says, Naruto, calm down. And then the Tsunade starts bad-mouthing all the Hokage. And Naruto knows who his father is. And this is when he gets pissed. And once she brings up the 4th Hokage, saying, oh, so young, but dies. What a pitiful Hokage. And she starts laughing. And this pissed off Naruto. He actually slammed his hand on the table and actually broke the table. And this kind of pissed off Tsunade because her drink got spilled. And she's like, you want to take it outside, kid? And Naruto's like, for sure. And basically, no one really knows Naruto is an Uchiha except for, Jiraiya, Kakashi, Hiruzen, and a few other people. And also, one more thing before we continue. I might remake this What If because I believe I could have made it better and it would have made much more sense in a different way. For example, if I added Tsuki, it would have helped out the What If even further. Anyway, let's not get too carried away. Now, Naruto is outside, ready to fight Tsunade, and he says, are you ready, old geezer? And Tsunade's like, what did you just call me? And Naruto's like, oh, 1 second. Then Naruto's like, shut up and start fighting. And Tsunade's like, how about we make a bet? If sorry. I read the wrong line. And she's like, I'll beat you with 1 finger, watch me. And Naruto's like, go on then. And then basically the fight begins, and Naruto does a few taijutsu moves, and Tsunade is actually able to block them with a finger, and Naruto's really impressed, and he actually jumps backwards on top of a building, and he's like, impressive. I understand why she's considered as a legendary Sanin. And he's like, but that's not gonna stop me bad mouthing my father. That's never going to slide with me. And basically what he does is that he readies up a rasengan, and not only that, but he will basically try to use a wind style rasengan to actually kind of annihilate her, but for now he just does a rasengan, and he basically teleports in front of her because she already has a contract seal on her finger, which she just noticed. And what she does is that she breaks the ground, and Naruto has to jump back straight away. And Tsunade is really impressed by the kid, and she's like, who taught you that technique? Was it you, Jiraiya? And Naruto's like, you're wrong, it was my brother. And Tsunade's like, wait, what? And then Naruto's like, but there's no point of talking about him now. He passed away a few years ago. I will avenge him, of course, and I will bring you back to become the Hokage. And basically, he actually teleports towards Tsunade, and Tsunade really wasn't expecting this. And Naruto starts kicking and punching her, taijutsu thing and that. And Tsunade was able to tank all of it. And then she's like, you brat, you pissed me off enough. And basically, Naruto had the Rasengan ready, and he actually added the wind release to it. And that's not it. Naruto has actually tried to transform the chakra in it, and make it into a shuriken, something that he actually got the idea from meditating, and it was spinning quite fast, and if that hit Tsunade, it would have killed. And Tsunade realized that this technique is deadly, And what she done is that she put a massive amount of chakra into her punch and punched Naruto in the gut, which actually blew the wind out of Naruto's lungs, and his Rasengan actually dispelled, yeah, whatever. And so Tsunade was like, what the hell, kid? And Naruto was on his knees on the ground, holding, coughing and struggling for air. And Tsunade's like, what? Just how strong are you, kid? That technique, it was nothing like the Rasengan. And Naruto's like, it's the finished version of the Rasengan. That's what it was. And then Tsunade asked, Jiraiya, just who is this kid? And Jiraiya's like, I'll explain if you become the Hokage. And Tsunade was actually Tsunade actually used more than a finger, and Naruto's like, hey, you like betting, right? You told me you only use one finger and win, but you used a full fist. Isn't that technically a win for me? And Tsunade says, I never said it was a bet. And Naruto's like, oh, so you're not a true gambler, are you? And Tsunade took that to heart, because she's a true gambler all the way, even though she loses all the times. And Tsunade then had to accept the loss, and Naruto technically won the fight. And if Naruto used the Sharingan, yeah, the fight would have been over in pretty much 2 seconds, because he could have just teleported, he could have just Rasengan Shuriken the hell out of her. And Jiraiya actually ran up to Naruto and said, Naruto, that was amazing. What technique did you use? And Naruto's like, I changed the chakra nature, and I transformed it into a Shuriken-like form. And Jiraiya was impressed, and he's that amazing Naruto. Just purely amazing. And Naruto smiled and believe it. And then basically Jiraiya's like, I'll master as well. And basically Naruto then's like, it's not finished though, I'm still trying. The thing about this Rasengan is that I can't throw it like a shuriken. I want to do that. And Naruto's fully out of stamina after that punch. And Tsunade swallowing her pride, she went up to Naruto and started healing him. Naruto's like, just what is this? And Tsunade's like, I'll give you a gift after this. Let's go. And basically she heals him and gives him the Hokage's necklace, because she believes, and Naruto did say, I will become Hokage one day, and she can see Naoki in him. And just saying, well, you know when Naruto got punched in the gut, Naruto did not only did he lose all his not only did it punch the wind out of his gut, did she punch the wind out of his gut, but also he did vomit a bit of blood out. And Tsunade actually got over her fear, because Naruto wasn't giving up. He still tried to stand up, but in the end he couldn't. And she's healing him, and she said, sorry, I punched you so hard, I just didn't want to get killed. And Naruto's like, I wasn't going to actually use it, I was going to just make you get scared and put you to the ground anyway. It's fine. And Tsunade's like, alright, let's go back to the village. And the next morning, Tsunade actually returns. And this was a lot earlier than the original. So it was like a week before, because remember the week training Naruto had to master the Rasengan. So yeah, there was a full week before. And in this week, Tsunade actually healed Kakashi and Sasuke, and I'm pretty sure that at least Lee got annihilated. And yeah, so she does tell Lee that it's a 51% of death and 49% of success. And then she finds a way to make a 51% rate of success and 49% rate of failure. But of course, she was gonna do it anyway because of plot armor. And yeah, so Naruto is now in the hospital waiting for Sasuke to wake up, and Sasuke wakes up and sees Naruto. He's kind of pissed at Naruto. Well, he's kind of jealous of Naruto. Yes, fully jealous of Naruto, because not only did Naruto save the village from Shikaku, save him from Gaara and the village from Gaara, but also his own brother, was after him, and this pissed the hell out of him. And he's like, God damn it, Naruto, just how strong did you get? And basically, he's getting more jealous and jealous over every second. And then what happens is that he brings Naruto to the roof and challenges him, and Naruto's like, no, Sasuke, there's no point. You're injured. You're still ill. You're still recovering. You'll just lose. And Sasuke's like, are you assuming I'm weak? And Naruto's like, no, I'm assuming you're vulnerable right now. And Sasuke's like, shut up, I'm stronger than that. And Naruto's like, you might be strong, but you're not. you're still a human, Sasuke. And Sasuke's like, shut up and fight me, Naruto. And basically Naruto's like, no, he kept on declining. He refused. And Sasuke's like, just fight me already, and basically tries to punch him, and Naruto blocks it and says, I refuse. And this is pissed off Sasuke, and his fist actually started emitting chakra, and it was wind chakra. Oh, I mean, it was lightning release chakra. Well, lightning. Yeah, lightning came out of his fist, and Naruto had to back up, and Sasuke's like, do you get it now? I'm being serious when I say I can fight. And Naruto's like, Sasuke, why are you doing this? And Sakura started screaming at them, saying, stop it, please. And basically Naruto's like, look, even Sakura's saying to stop this. And Sasuke's like, I don't care. Oh wait, should I kill her? Will that make you fight? And basically Naruto doesn't like other people getting hurt, and Sasuke actually blitzed Sakura and was actually about to stab her with the Chidori. That's how pissed he was, and that's how much he wanted to fight Naruto to test out his strength. And this is when Naruto teleported towards him and kicked him in the face. Kicking him away from Sakura, saying, Sakura, you okay? And just saying, that's the only reason he did this is because he doesn't like other people getting hurt. It's not that he has a crush on Sakura. In fact, this is an Naruhina ship. Because there is no Tsuki, and Tsuki will be in the revamp. So Naruto then says, Sasuke, how could you? She's our teammate. And the Sasuke's like, just fight me already or I'll kill her for real. And Naruto's like, guess I don't have any other choice. I'm sorry, Sakura, but I have to. And Sakura's like, no, please, both of you stop this. And then Sasuke's getting ready. And then Naruto basically blitzes him, punches him in the gut, but then Sasuke recovers immediately and punches Naruto in the face. And they do a bit of intense taijutsu, but then Naruto's like, I had enough of this, and gets Sasuke says, it's time to finish the Naruto, and Naruto's like, yeah, I had enough of this. There's no point of fighting a patient in the hospital. And Sasuke's like, you still assuming I'm weak? And Naruto's like, no, I'm assuming that you're vulnerable. In fact, you would have put up a much better fight if you just waited to heal up. And Sasuke's like, shut up already. And he does a massive fireball, and then does a strong ass Chidori. It was stronger than all his other Chidoris that he's ever done because of his jealousy, and a bit of the curse mark was actually showing now. And yeah, so Naruto's like, god damn it, Sasuke, just how much do you hate me? And Naruto gets Rasengan ready, and he jumped towards Sasuke while Sasuke was coming down. And this is at this exact moment Kakashi actually came in and threw both of them at the water tanks and said, what are you guys doing? Why are you guys doing this? Are you guys right in the head? You could have killed each other, you know that, right? Naruto, I was expecting better from you. And then Naruto says, how am I meant to stop this fight without fighting? Especially when he was about to kill Sakura with the Chidori. What are you gonna what should I have done? Let him kill her? And Kakashi wasn't there to witness this, and he's like, Sasuke, I taught you the Chidori to protect your friends, to protect your comrades, not to go up against them. What's wrong with you, Sasuke? How many times did I have to warn you about this? And Sasuke's like, just shut up. And basically sees that Naruto's Rasengan did just a little small dent and then a little small hole, while his one literally penetrated the whole entire thing, and he actually made a massive hole, not just that little piercing thing. Yeah, it was a massive one because of the explosion that happened, and his whole water tank was gone. And when he jumps off, he sees that Naruto's water tank at the back was completely gone, and he still thought he was kind of stronger, but he's still jealous because Naruto's Rasengan is just as strong as his, just that his one has more power more outside power than inside, because Naruto's Rasengan, once he hits, he does damage to your insides. While if he was about to, if the Chidori and the Rasengan were gonna clash, the Naruto's one was gonna win. If you think of it properly, anyway. Sasuke got jealous and just jumped off the roof and went on his own. And Jiraiya's like, so you taught him the Chidori. And Jiraiya, and then Kakashi's like, maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have taught him a different technique that wouldn't actually put his comrades in danger. And Jiraiya's like, it's not your fault. It's probably the curse mark Orochimaru put on him. And Kakashi's like, yeah, I'll go check up on him. And basically, this is where this scene happens.
What's this all about?
Sorry, but I knew you wouldn't want to sit still for a lecture, so I figured I had to pin you down. Let it go. You've got to forget about revenge.
What?
Believe me, in this work I've met a lot of guys who feel the way you do. Trust me, for those who follow the path of revenge, it never ends well. You'll only tear yourself apart. And even if you succeed and you get your revenge, what will you have then? Nothing. Emptiness.
Shut up! What makes you think you know anything about it? It's easy for you to talk. You have no idea!
Easy. Just try to calm down.
Maybe if I was to kill the most important people in your life, everyone who's ever meant anything, maybe then I'd listen to you. Because maybe then you'd have some idea how I feel.
It's an interesting theory, but I'm afraid you're a little late to put it to the test.
Hope you all enjoyed that. I have been thinking of doing this kind of thing for a while, and I think the transition was okay. It's my first time trying this, and shout out to let me quickly get his name out. Thank you so much to Words Beyond Fiction, amazing YouTuber. I really love watching his videos. He's a YouTuber who actually he's one of those YouTubers that get speeches from fictional characters that deserve a life lesson. For example, what Kakashi just said, it's something true. You shouldn't follow for revenge. You shouldn't lust over revenge. You should give up on revenge. If something happens to you, someone does something bad, you should just try forget about it. Because the more you think of something that happened, there's something bad, the more you think about it, it just makes you feel worse, and it just changes you. For example, imagine someone accidentally ran over your cat, bro. If you have a grudge against it, like, it will just make you worse. It will change you. A person can change over this thing. Anywho, I hope you all enjoyed it. So after this, what happens is that the Sound 4 actually come in front of Sasuke and ask him if he wants to join Orochimaru and get greater strength. And Sasuke's like, now how's that meant to happen? How's Orochimaru meant to give me greater strength? Isn't he the one who got destroyed by Naruto and the Hokage? And then the Sound 4 say, you know the curse mark he has given you? Yeah, that has a second state to it. This is the state you might have. And of course they show it, and then they say, and this is the state you can have, you can achieve if you come with us to Orochimaru, to Lord Orochimaru. If you come, he will show you how to get this form. And basically they transform into the Curse Mark 2 state. Well, they go into the Curse Mark 2 state, and it's pretty freaking OP. Oh, in part 1 it was pretty freaking OP. Anyways, Sasuke sees this and he's like, okay, when are we meant to meet up? And they're like, 10 o'clock tonight, you meet up outside the village. And Sasuke's like, I'll think about it. And they're like, hope you make the right decision, Sasuke Uchiha. And Sasuke then basically he breaks out, well, he finds a way out of the binding that he's in. And well, since Kakashi actually binded him to the tree, and now he goes back home, and Naruto is back home at his place, depressed because he believes that this is all his fault. He left his teammates behind, and they got Sasuke. He left Sasuke behind, and he got jealous. Maybe he should have kind of slowed down, or maybe he should have helped Sasuke train, or helped him get stronger with him, and made like a brotherly bond with him. Since he still thinks of Sasuke as his best friend. He believes that it's his fault, and if he just was a better friend, this wouldn't have happened. But of course, this is not true. This is all because of Sasuke's hatred. So of course, at night, 10 o'clock, Sasuke actually comes out of his home, and he's right in front of the gates, and then Sakura's there, and she's like, "Wait, Sasuke, where are you going?" And of course, then Sasuke's like, "Sakura, I'm sorry, and thank you for everything, but I think I gotta go." And Sakura's like, "Wait, Sasuke, where are you going?" And basically then Sasuke, of course, basically karate chops her at the back, and then she faints. Now Naruto Naruto was actually coming out because he hasn't eaten the whole day and he's still kind of depressed, and he's going to the convenience store right near the gates. And once he comes out, he actually sees Sakura on the ground, and he drops everything and runs up to Sakura, picks her up, and wakes her up and says, "What's happening, Sakura? Why are you here? Why were you on the ground? And did something happen to you? Did someone attack you?" And then Sakura breaks down, saying, "Please, Naruto, please." And basically, anywho, Naruto is now worried and teleports to the Hokage's office, and this startles Tsunade, and he teleported Sakura with him, not her, and he's like, "Bachan, Sasuke left," and Tsunade did hear about what happened earlier on this day, and she's like, "Wait, what?" And basically Sakura explains, and Tsunade by 6 a.m. I'm joking. In an hour, she actually made everyone, the Sasuke retrieval team, get ready. Shikamaru is in charge since he was promoted to Chunin. Naruto's a Chunin as well, just saying, because the first Hokage allowed him to become a Chunin after what happened. And Neji's there, Kiba's there, and Choji's there. So of course there's 5 of them, and Sakura wants to go, but then Naruto's like, "No, Sakura, you cannot come. This is too dangerous. We're dealing with Orochimaru here." And Sakura's like, "I'm not as weak as you think." And Naruto's like, "It's not that you're weak. It's just that you're not experienced enough." And Sakura's like, "What do you mean?" And Naruto's like, "Sakura, please. I don't want to lose you too as well. I can't lose both my teammates. I'll bring back Sasuke. That's a promise. Just trust me." And basically, in the end, they leave by 12 a.m. Yes, they leave by 12 a.m. And sunrise is coming, and this is when the sun's rising, and this is when the team actually catches up to the Sound 4 with Sasuke in the barrel. You know how he had to have the pill of death. So not pillow death, pill of death. And Sakura was like, "Wait." Naruto's like, "There they are. Let's do this." And basically, Shikamaru's like, Wait, let's not charge in blind. This could be dangerous, Naruto." And yeah, so of course, Naruto listens to Shikamaru, because Shikamaru is smart as well. And Naruto basically says, "Guys, this might be confusing to you, but here it is." And just saying, Shikamaru is still uh, friends with what's his name? Well, I mean, Shikamaru is still Naruto's brother, since they are adopted, step brothers, and now basically says Shikamaru, I think I gotta show them this fight is not gonna be easy, and if I don't use this, then we'll lose. And basically Shikamaru's like, alright then, you guys cannot tell anyone, alright? This is an S rank secret. The Hokage, only a few certain amount of people know, especially the Hokage. And they're like, wait, what? And they're still flying, and then Naruto says, if you look into my eyes. And Naruto activates his Sharingan, which confuses everyone there, except for Shikamaru, because Shikamaru already knew. Everyone was like, wait, Naruto, you have the Sharingan, but how? And basically Naruto says, I'll explain later, but you guys cannot tell anyone. No one except for you guys know. Maybe the Hokages, the third Hokage, the Hokage knows, and that's pretty much it. And Jiraiya Sensei and Kakashi Sensei, but you cannot tell anyone, as I said. And they all say okay, but they're still kind of confused, and they still want an explanation. And they still ask Naruto, but you gotta give us an explanation afterwards. And he's like, yeah, sure. And of course, in the end, the Sound 4 actually send the first opponent. You know, the fat dude, Jirobo. I finally got his name. Yeah, so Jirobo was sent by the Sound 4 to take them out, so there won't be any pests. And Naruto, what he does is that he blitzes him before he could use the Earth-style Earth Dome that blocked everyone. Before he could do that, Naruto blitzed him, and then he went into Curse Mark 2 because he realized that Naruto was way too fast. And then they all attacked him at the same time, and this time they were able to take him out altogether, so none of them had to stay back like that. And yeah, so Naruto blitzed him again because he already put a contract seal on him, and he teleported towards him and said, this is our win. And basically Shikamaru already knew what to do. He used Shadow Possession Jutsu, which actually stopped Jirobo on his he paralyzed him. And then Neji used the 8 Trigon 64 palms to actually stop all the chakra points that all of Jirobo's chakra points, and a chakra chakra points anyway. Then Kiba used Fang over Fang to damage him, and and then Choji actually did the finishing blow, which was the Human Boulder Jutsu to actually kill Jirobo, because Jirobo cannot be left alive, and they know that because Jirobo is pretty freaking strong, especially if Naruto if Naruto and Shikamaru had to go all out right there. But Naruto didn't really go all out because they don't know about Naruto's techniques, like the new the Rasen Shuriken. But Naruto used the Flying Raijin, which Naruto only uses if it's needed or if he wants to show off. They know that because they know how Naruto works, how Naruto's brain works anyway. For example, in the Chunin exams, he didn't use it straight away because he thought he could beat Neji by himself, but in the end he used the Flying Raijin to beat him. So they know that Naruto is like that. So if Naruto used it straight away, they know this is a strong opponent and he should not mess around. Anyways, they keep going. It took them like 5 to 10 minutes to beat Jirobo, especially because Jirobo was the first time Naruto actually used the Flying Raijin, then Jirobo, he actually worked and he put a contract seal on him, but Jirobo then started fighting all of them at the same time, and then Naruto said, alright, I got this, and blitzed him one more time, which kind of put Jirobo off, he caught Jirobo off guard, and it confused him, and then Naruto, the rest came in. So now, it is... Anyways, I'll say that the next fighter was Tayu, which was a bit harder since the flute thing was kind of confusing and was annoying. But then here Neji takes the spotlight, even though it wasn't really sorry. What I meant is that thing, Kiba takes the spotlight by using Fang over Fang and making a rotating noise, so which actually covered up the noise of the flute, so they didn't get confused. And Tayuya got hit in the stomach by the Fang over Fang, and then Naruto actually well, blitzed the body flickered towards her, kicked her in the head, and left the sealing formula there, and then teleported and rasengan her, and Choji actually hammered her. Oh no, that sounds wrong. Whatever. So Choji actually used the human boulder jutsu to lower her defenses. Yeah, so Tayuya got destroyed, and yes, Naruto actually then did the another move which actually killed off Tayuya. So next up was Naruto and the Sasuke retrieval team actually caught up to the Sound 4. Well, now technically Sound 2. Then, sorry, the Sound 2, yeah, because there's only 2 of them. Of course, the next one was, I'm pretty sure, well, the next one who actually came up was Kidomaru, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't read that properly. Kidomaru, of course, he's the spider dude. He was actually a bit more tricky. Naruto wasn't actually able to place a sealing formula on him because he was really flexible, just like, well, more agile than the other two. If we were to talk about agility, sorry guys, I really butchered that one sentence. If we were talking about agility, he would be the most agile one out of the Sound 4, and so now Naruto couldn't get him. Same as Shikamaru, he couldn't get he couldn't really stop him from moving. So what happened is that, here is when Kidomaru started using his arrows, and his arrows can freaking kill. So one of them was actually heading to Naruto, who Naruto wasn't fast enough to dodge, even though he could just use the flying Raijin. It's just that he didn't really he wasn't he didn't put a he didn't put a kunai in somewhere else, and this kind of stopped him from teleporting away. And so this is when Neji came in, and he used his palm rotation to actually kind of destroy the arrow and save Naruto. Naruto then was like, "Thank you, Neji. I'm such a retard. I should have been better than this." And basically Naruto then is like, "You're not going anywhere now." And he actually activates his Susanoo, perfect Susanoo, which and then he actually cuts down. Well, I'm joking. He wouldn't activate the perfect Susanoo. He actually threw a kunai, which Kidomaru actually dodged, and he's like, "Is that it, kid?" And basically Naruto teleported to it and used the Susanoo, his Susanoo katana, to actually slice Kidomaru. Kidomaru kinda dodged it because he could feel an immense amount of chakra behind him. He kinda dodged it and got sliced. And then what happened is that he was on the ground, and Shikamaru got a hold of him. And then Neji did the 64 palms, and in the end Choji and Kiba used the human boulder jutsu. Now Kidomaru is dead, and now we head to the fight against Sakon. Wait, I think I butchered the name. Let me quickly check if I spelled it correctly. Sakon, the two brothers, Sakon and Ukon, I'm pretty sure. And here is when the fight kind of gets mad. Kiba actually takes the spotlight here, and he uses his human beast transformation and has the double-headed dog, which kind of takes everyone's attention towards him, and they're like, "Whoa, that's mad. Wait, sorry, 1 second. Anywho, this actually made Yakon split up, and just saying, Sasuke was actually put to a side, and eventually woke up midway the fight. And Naruto did try to teleport there, but of course, Sakon actually and Ukon separated, and now they're two fighters, and it's harder for the Sasuke retrieval team. I was about to say arc, even though it clearly says team. I'm a stupid boy. Anyways, Naruto, then is actually able to take Ukon out, and Sakon gets pissed and starts rampaging against all of them, but then gets stopped by Neji actually using the 64 palms on him. And this is when Sasuke actually came out, all waking up, and he went off. And Naruto was like, God damn it, we have to follow him, but and he's like, let me finish this quick. And Choji actually did the human boulder jutsu again, because that's literally his most overpowered jutsu right now. And Shikamaru kept him in place. Of course, Kiba already took most of the spotlight, but Naruto then what he did is that he actually kind of destroyed Sakon, because he used his white flames. He's showering on white flames, and he's dead. So now the Sasuke retrieval team follows Sasuke to a certain point where there's a field right before the Valley of the End, and in this field they get intercepted by somebody who is one of Orochimaru's henchmen, and I'm pretty sure you guys can all guess who he is. It is Kimimaro himself, and this fight will be a top tier fight in this what if. Anyways, of course the fight begins with Naruto saying move out the way, and basically Kimimaro says I refuse, and this pisses off Naruto, and he throws a kunai and teleports towards him, and he tries rasenganing him, but then has to actually teleport back to a kunai he left where he was in the first place, because there was a massive bone that actually popped out from the ground and was about to impale him through the face, and it was gonna hurt. Yes, Kimimaro and Naruto already has Shikamaru's like, hey, that's weird, and Naruto's like, how did he do that? And then Kimimaro puts his hand on the ground, and multiple spikes, bones appear, and they all jump back to dodge them, and Naruto realizes this must be a Kekkei, and Shikamaru is like, interesting, we should not get too close to him, he might impale us, you understand? Choji, Kiba, Neji, you guys need to come in when he's fully paralyzed, okay? And Choji and Kiba and Choji, Kiba and Neji say alright, and Naruto is the main fighter here, main fighter, and he makes multiple shadow clones, and starts fighting Kimimaro, telling him to move out of the way and die, and basically all those things. And Kimimaro says, I refuse, and he doesn't really want to kill them. Remember, Kimimaro wasn't really trying to kill Naruto and Lee as well. Remember, he just wants to stop them. He doesn't mean Kimimaro wasn't the type to kill unless Orochimaru really wanted it, and Orochimaru just said, just stop anyone from getting Sasuke, and if they're too strong, just kill them if it's needed. But here it's not really needed, because Naruto's not strong enough, and Naruto hasn't shown his full power yet, because his full power is an Amadus. And just saying, the Sasuke retrieval team is confused on what Naruto did with the white flames, and he will have to explain himself. Anywho, this is when Shikamaru actually kind of gets a hold of Kimimaro, but Kimimaro actually is able to break out because he's way stronger than anyone here and any of the Sound 4, and they realize that even Shikamaru can't get him unless he's weakened, and Naruto takes this opportunity to actually rasengan him, and Naruto's actually running out of chakra here, even though he has a an immense amount of chakra. He's still running low on it because of him using the Sharingan too much, and also the Mangekyo and the abilities, because even he is used to it, but at the same time he has been fighting for quite a bit, he did just fight full sound 4. Well, the whole of the sound 4, even with the team, is pretty tiring. Remember, all of the sound 4, I'm pretty sure they are high tier tuning to close to mid rank, mid tier Jonin. So anywho, now this is when Lee appears and actually kicks Kimimaro pretty hard with his 5th gate. I'm confused. Wait. Does that say 5 or 3? Wait, let me zoom in. Yes, it says 5th gate. I just got really confused. I had to zoom in. Anyway, he's already in his 5th gate, and since all 5 of them are fighting and they're struggling, Lee decides to just use it, and Kimimaro really didn't notice him because he was too he's trying to dodge Naruto, and Naruto wanted to use his Mangekyo abilities to finish this off quick, but he doesn't want to run out of chakra, because Sasuke will put up a real good fight against all of them if he's out of chakra, and he might even beat them or kill them. So this is when Shikamaru's like, alright, Naruto, go. And Naruto's like, wait, what? And all of them look at Naruto saying, Naruto, you should go, we can handle this. And they all smile at Naruto, and Naruto says, God damn it, you guys. Alright, I'll come back though. Just don't die on me. And they're like, yeah, sure. And Kimimaro just allows it at this point, because he cannot take a 5th gate Leon while the rest are helping him. And he really doesn't have the time, because Lee is literally taking up all his attention. And it's pretty hard to fight a 5th gate. Someone with the 5th gate, because remember, the gates are like the Kaioken, if you think of it, because it increases everything that you have. Your reaction time, your power, or shall I say power, just like the Bao Kage. Anime X, amazing YouTuber, go subscribe to him, shout out. Anyway, even though he's way bigger than me, pretty sure like nearly 50k, maybe over 50k. Anyways, I haven't checked that out in a while. So Naruto is actually going at top speeds using body flicker, but he's too slow. Well, not slow, he's too far behind, and by the time he gets to the Valley of the End, Sasuke was about to get out, but then he shouts out, Sasuke! And this is what catches Sasuke's attention, and he looks back and says, Naruto, what do you want from me? And Naruto says, isn't it pretty obvious? I'm here to bring you back to the village. You stupid idiot. And basically Sasuke says, the village, I don't care about it. I don't really care if I'm not in the village or not. If I am in the village or not at this point. I'm only here to kill. I need my revenge. I will kill Itachi, and you won't get in my way this time. Naruto, you're no match for me at this moment. And then this is when Sasuke realizes Naruto actually turned off the Sharingan, deactivated the Sharingan, because he doesn't want Sasuke to see it. And then basically he's like, just stop it, Sasuke. Didn't Kakashi Sensei already tell you that revenge is not the path to go, is not the right path to follow? And Sasuke is like, he doesn't understand me, Naruto. No one understands me. You don't get it, do you? You don't get what I had to go through. My whole family was killed. And then Naruto shouts at him saying, listen, at least you had a family. At least you had a family for a few years. Imagine me, what I had to go through. I had no one. I had absolutely no one. And then Sasuke's like, shut up already. You don't know what I had to go through after Itachi killed my parents, do you? You never had any, so you can't really tell me that you've gone through the same pain. Imagine seeing your own parents getting killed, but you never even saw them, you never even met them. And basically, yeah, sorry guys, someone's coming down. It's pretty late. I've been recording this wife in different parts of the day. Anyway, I'm a retard. So, of course, Naruto says, Sasuke, you don't understand. Just come with me. And Sasuke's like, "Shut up, Naruto. I will never go with you. I'll not return to the village. I won't come back. Just leave me alone. What do you want from me anyway?" And this is when Naruto's getting pissed, and then Sasuke's like, Sasuke says the same line, "Maybe if I killed your parents instead of whoever killed them, or maybe they just left you because they don't want a demon like you with them. After all, you always pulled pranks and stupid stuff like that. I'm pretty sure all the villagers hate you." And this kind of pissed off Naruto, because he's talking about his parents now. And Naruto's like, "You don't get to speak about my parents, Sasuke. You don't know what I had to go through. You don't know what people used to say about me. Shut up already." And basically, Naruto's eyes actually are not even in the Sharingan. They're actually the Nine Tails in the eyes now. And he's already in his one-tailed form, well, cloak. And Sasuke was kind of confused on what this power was, and this is when they actually start their fight. Sasuke's like, "Maybe I should just kill you with this new form I have," and goes into his Curse Mark 2 state, and Naruto's like, "That's not gonna hurt me, not Sasuke. You will come back to the village." And basically, the fight begins. Here, the fight is pretty different. Naruto cannot really use any techniques. Well, he can't use the Rasen Shuriken, which he wanted to use. Well, a nerfed version to actually bring back Sasuke in case he needed it. But he realizes that he doesn't have enough chakra, because the Sharingan took way too much out of him. He never really had to use the Sharingan for this long. He's not used to it. The Sharingan, he's used to using the Sharingan for a short amount of times, not such long periods of time. And so Naruto started fighting with the Nine Tails chakra, and it was a pretty good fight, taijutsu wise. And Naruto was actually using different techniques, like the fight. Well, wait. Naruto was using since they were on water, Naruto did use a wind gale palm to actually cause a water disturban, like a water shockwave like move, just by slapping using the wind gale palm on the water to actually create a little wave, which kind of took Sasuke off guard. But Sasuke did have wings, so he was flying. And then Naruto's like, "Just let's finish this already." And basically, Sasuke actually stabbed Naruto with the Chidori in the shoulder, just like in the original, and pulled out, and then Naruto healed it. And Naruto decided to finish this and has a Rasengan in his hand. And this was the last bit of chakra he had. Otherwise, the Nine Tails would have took over fully and just used his body, because Naruto has no other chakra. And yeah, so Naruto is he's using his last bit of chakra to use this to do this Rasengan. And yeah, they clash, and Sasuke actually wins, because Sasuke's Chidori was stronger here, not only because of the Curse Mark Amp, but also because Naruto was literally out of chakra, and there was no way of Naruto actually winning that fight, since Sasuke was literally rested. He was dead for a day, and now he's back with all his chakra, and he's fighting a nerfed Naruto who is not used to using the Sharingan for that long periods of time, while Sasuke had the Free-Tomoe Sharingan and the Curse Mark and the Chidori, a full powered Chidori, and he was rested, while Naruto was fully tired and everything. And next thing you know, Naruto is Kakashi actually arrives with the Sasuke retrieval team, because Kimimaro was actually killed in that fight. I know it's pretty far-fetched, but Kimimaro was fully out of chakra, and he's dead. Well, not out of chakra. His illness actually took quite a bit out of him, and by the time he decided to use the Curse Mark, he could only use Curse Mark 1 because his illness took way too much out of him. He could have used Curse Mark 2 at the beginning of the fight and just killed all of them, but in the end, he was killed by a combination of attacks. First, the Fang of a Fang, because Kiba didn't have enough chakra to use a double-headed dog, and then a Human Boulder Jutsu, then a Shadow Stitching Jutsu, which Shikamaru has been saving for the last fight against Sasuke, but he didn't get to fight against him, and he was training with his father while Naruto was away for that amount of time to get Tsunade back. Tsunade back to the village, and this is when then Kakashi actually, and and Neji also used the 64 pounds. Then Kakashi arrived, and they went to the Valley of the End and found Naruto on the in the water, fainted, and he was pretty injured. He was pretty bad up because of the clash, and his arm was broken and everything. So yeah, Naruto is pretty bad. So he actually woke up again. He actually went back. Not to sleep. He actually fainted again, and now he wakes up in a hospital bed. Naruto was kind of confused, but then he sees the Sasuke retrieval team, and they say, "Sorry, Naruto, we couldn't be there for you when you needed us the most. When Sasuke was trying to kill you, it's all our fault." And Naruto says, "No, it's not. It's my fault. I was too weak. If I was just stronger, God damn it." And basically, they're like, "Well, Naruto, could you, since now this is all over, please explain to us how, just what are you?" And Naruto explains his whole heritage, and and he explains that the white flames were actually an ability of his Mangekyo Sharingan, and the katana that he made, because they did see that too, was actually the Susanoo katana that he can actually make into a smaller version. And they understand. They don't know what a Susanoo is, but Naruto promises them that he will show them one day, but for now, it is what it is, and they accept it. They accept Naruto for who he is. They don't care. Naruto's still one of them. And they just saying, they did nearly die in that mission because of Kimimaro, and of course all of them still get the same character development as in the original, because they have to in this what if. So it is what it is. And now Naruto is visited by Jiraiya, and Naruto says, "I'll bring back Sasuke no matter what." And Jiraiya then Naruto says, "I'll bring Sasuke back no matter what," and then Jiraiya says this:
"Forget about Sasuke. He's gone." Sasuke went to Orochimaru of his own free will. No matter what you do, he will not change.
But Sasuke is...
Trust me, you should just forget about bringing him back. It's the tragic path of self-righteous fools.
He may mean nothing to you, pervy sage, but Sasuke is my friend!
Can you honestly call him a friend? Just look at what he's done to you. He was destined to leave sooner or later. Don't blame yourself. Dismiss him from your mind and move on. To be a ninja, you need more than strength and jutsu. You must acquire the judgment to make the right decisions. If you want to live as a ninja, you must become smarter. This world is no place for a fool. That's the reality.
I understand. If being smarter means what you say it does, I'll remain a fool my entire life.
Anyways, this is where I'm gonna end part 8 of. I hope you all enjoyed it. This kind of took a while, especially because of the new types of what ifs I'm doing. I'm gonna add speeches to it. Speeches that are kinda, they're good lessons. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed it. Please subscribe, please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to Ratreet and Miniman123, and also follow Shukiro on Instagram. And this was King of Weebs. Stay safe, take care, and my ducklings, you're dismissed. Peace.